Hey guys, this is about JohnyTechReview and hope you guys are all doing well. So I have used Pamu wireless earbuds before. Last year they sent me a copy to review. That was the mini slide. That was a really good one and I have been using it until recently. I gave it to my parents. It's been working really well and the sound quality is really good. It is also the reason why I did not bought an AirPod Pros for myself. My wife actually have it, but I did not use it. So recently, Pamu reached out to me and asked me to try two of the other products. I was like, alright, I don't mind checking it out and then give some of my thoughts on it. So I have this one here. This one is called the Pamu Nano. It's the one that they want me to check it out. It's really small. And then there's this one here they also sent to me, which is a Quiet Mini. And I already unboxed it and used it for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Kind of give you what they look like. This is the Nano. See how small it is, really small. And then this is the Quiet Mini. So first of all, you want to see the original review video, I'll put the link up here somewhere. You guys can take a look. But this one here, I want to give you an idea of what this one sound like because this was the one that they want me to check out. And then I kind of give you some of my thoughts on how it works and that kind of thing. And then I'll also talk about this one, which is actually, you know, a little spoiler. I like this one a lot better. Alright, let's start with this one. So this one is called the Nano, and as you can see, it's really small. Up top, you have a little pass-through window, and that pass-through window actually have the LED bar. There's 4 of them. You open up, you see here, the LED bar is actually right here. And with the LED bar, it tell you how much battery it is when in the case when you're charging it. And this is what the Nano look like. I'm gonna take it out. Now, here's the first issues I noticed when I took it out of the case. Even just taking it out of the case, it was really hard to get a good grip of it. The case has this foam and I'll show a video of that. It was really hard to get that out. But here, you can kind of grab it and look how small that is. So this is, let me see, this is the right hand, right ear side. Has a little dimple and you put it in like this. As you can see, sound quality is really crisp and clean. But I want to talk about that in a second here. And here's the other one. Look how small these are. So this is what it looked like in my ear. You can see it's really small, you know, when I put this in, there's a decent amount of isolation, so I can kind of hear myself, but it's a little bit muted. So the first problem was getting it out. The second problem I noticed was these touch. This whole thing is a touch-sensitive pad that you tap on, and in that regard, it is really easy to accidentally touch this thing. So just by feeling around my ear, I'm already accidentally hitting it and resuming music and podcast, whatever I currently have on my phone. So when you take it in and out, you gotta be careful and you gotta grab it like right here. So that was one thing that I noticed. The other thing I noticed on this one is that no matter which ear tips I use, the sound quality to me is good, but the problem with it is I like a lot of bass and this doesn't provide that good isolation for some reason. I tried the one that I normally use is the medium size ear tips, and for me those fit pretty well. And this one is also medium size. I even tried a large size to see if it helps, but you know, bass is kind of like okay with this one. It's not that great and I didn't enjoy that much, and I tried to wiggle it around but I couldn't get it to work. Other than that, it's you know, pretty nice quality of life. You take it out of the case, they pair it together, they pair it to your phone, works flawlessly, and I can switch between this one and the mini slide and it works really well. Alright, I'm gonna put that one back. So again, really small. So that gives you an impression, this one. And but you know, for me, if you're a bass head, you're probably not gonna enjoy this. Putting it back is kind of similar. You just drop it in. It has a little kind of nut, you fall in. And you know, when you get used to that process, it's good. And there it is, charging, as you can see, and there's the battery meter. They show you the case is currently full. It does have wireless charging, both of them actually, so it works pretty good. Now let's talk about this one. This is actually my favorite out of the two. Surprisingly, this one had active noise cancellation. That was the big difference between this one and the small one. Now the active noise cancellation, you can enable and disable it, and there's actually an app, but the app is not, you know, it's not great, not fancy anything. It works fine. You can turn it on. You can do a pass-through, and you can do just active noise cancellation. On the pass-through, yeah, I mean, it kind of come through, but it sounds about the same as you know, me not playing any music and have the earbuds in my ear. So to me, it's kind of muted and it's not crystal clear. Like, I mean, I'm comparing to AirPod Pros here, where the sound quality is really clean and crisp when you hear that. So yeah, the noise cancellation when it's activated, yes, it helped a little bit, but you know, mostly with fan noise, white noise, lawnmower a little bit, but it's not really powerful or anything like that. So don't rely on that. However, the isolation is really good. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. In the front here, actually, there is a little, you know, you don't see it here, but it's a see-through red LED that kind of display when it's charging. So show that. Inside, yes, this color. They come with different color, and just the color this time, it's kind of like a dark baby blue kind of color. This one is really nice. I like the sound quality of this one a lot. This is what it look like. The touch sensitive area is right here. You can kind of grip it to kind of access it, but this one goes in your ear like this. So it stick out just a little bit like that, but actually that stick out is kind of help with the microphone, because the microphone is a lot more crisper than this one. Like that. So this one, the bass on this is really nice and really clean. So compared to the previous version, that the mini slide that I have, this quiet mini one is actually really good too, and I like this one a lot. So to me, what I like about this one is that the sound quality is a lot more isolated. So right now in my ear with no music playing, I can hear myself being a little bit muffled, so having that active noise cancellation on kind of help a little bit, but not really a lot, right? So to me, if you're buying for noise cancellation, don't, it's useless. But in general, with a good isolation is really good, and the sound quality in this one is really crisp, like the previous version that I used. So yeah, if you're looking for a little bit more bass, I would say go for this one. If you want portability, go for this one. But again, they're both really small, so to me it's not that big of a deal. They have different color also, just keep that in mind. But yeah, this one is it's really nice, and if you get it like a more darker color, it'll be more stealth and muted. But other than that, I prefer this one over the other one. I mentioned earlier both of them does wireless charging, and they both have USB-C, so that's really nice. Other than that, I don't know if you guys have any other question for me about this unit, but that was kind of my impression on using them for the past few weeks. If you have any question, please feel free to put it down in the comment box down below. I hope you guys find this video useful. Give it a thumb up if you like it, and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see future video. Thank you.